Hey, my name is John. I'm a software engineer with about 10 years of experience. I've worked for companies you've heard of like Amazon and Capital One, and I'd like to help you land your next programming role. I just got done with a live stream where I constructed the spreadsheet in front of us. You'll find this spreadsheet in the video description, and I just want to cut to the chase, give you the results that we found. So in this live stream, I aggregated a large mass of job boards. I looked at 76 different job boards, and I found the top 8 based on a number of criteria. These criteria optimize the job search candidates' efficiency with respect to their time. We do that by looking for job boards that have a one-click or easy apply feature, as well as a bulk apply feature, which is a different feature. For instance, consider hired.com. With hired.com, there is no one-click or easy apply. You have to go through a fairly strenuous data structure and algorithm style assessment. But once you complete that assessment, many employers will reach out to you, provided you did well. And so that is a bulk apply feature, which gives leverage to the job candidate in their job search. Some places also had an apply for me service. These were generally costly, so I don't recommend them for everyone. Specifically, Wansulting and The Ladders had this feature, which is really interesting and really useful for some people that have a particularly high time value. In general, I think 3 to 10 boards is a good number for the job candidate because it allows them to strike a balance between economies of scope and economies of scale. So with economies of scale, it would be inefficient for me to take 76 job boards and apply to one place on each board. I wouldn't be making the best use of their create one profile, apply in many times features. But if I only use a single platform, I may be limiting my exposure to employers that are not using that platform. There could be various complications. Let's say I stuck with hired.com and I didn't do so hot on their assessment. I would be sort of shooting myself in the foot to pin myself into that one place. So, given the advice that I do give of applying 50 to 100 places per week and wanting to gain the leverage of an economies of scale platform with an easy apply feature or a bulk apply feature, I think it makes sense that you would want to put an upper limit on the number of platforms that you're contacting at 10, because if you go beyond that number, let's say you go to 20, now I'm only applying to 5 places on average, and I'm not getting the low-hanging fruit and the big bang for my buck with those bulk apply, easy apply features. On the other end of the spectrum, if I only went to one place and did 50 or 100 applications, now I'm having a platform risk. And so I really think you should go for a minimum of 3 and a maximum of 10. Well, when we went through this exercise, we ended up with 8 that I generally recommend. And this included recommendations from the audience in the live stream. In addition to those 8 that I generally recommend, we talked about The Ladders and Wansulting will be recommended for a subgroup of people that have some spare change and they're willing to pay for the Apply For Me service. Then there were these other 7, which I didn't have time to dig into, but I used a GPT quick analysis. And I'll show you how I did that. Basically, I just asked GPT if it knew about these sites having these features. GPT is obviously subject to a certain knowledge cutoff date in 2021. So your mileage may vary, but I was able to quickly go through many other job boards and pull these top 7 that seem to have some potential. Still, I'm not sure that you will need to dig into those because I think the 8 is already good enough for most people. But if for some reason you go through these 8 and you find yourself wanting, there are some reputable names in here. We know about Stack Overflow, Glassdoor. These are tools we use for other reasons anyway. So definitely no problem checking those out. I hope this was informative. Thank you for your time. Like the video, follow, share with an interested friend. See you next time.